Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. In between episodes, I did my usual thing to have a look over my items, and I switched shields. So I have a tab in my stash where I just keep all the uniques I find, and we got into the level range where we can actually equip the Deep One's Hide, which adds 4 to 8 physical damage to attacks. I now do over 1000 DPS. This by itself added nearly 50% extra damage on top. We went from about 700 to 1000. So I'm very happy with this. It also adds 38% fire resistance, which before we had 0. So this really adds a lot to that. And on top of that, enemies get cursed with vulnerability when we block their attacks. So in longer protracted fights, I'm thinking boss fights, this might actually end up cursing some enemies. For boots, we now have Dusk Toe instead of a random rare. Dusk Toe is not the greatest boot, but no, there's some life, there's some mana, there's movement speed, and there's some evasion and armor, and it was mostly just better than what I had. And also 50% chaos resistance while you're using a flask. No, that's marginal bonus. So we dropped a little bit of block in order to get some fire resistance and a ton of damage. I think that's a fair trade-off. Hello there, you Devourer. One hit punch. Okay. Split. Split. Split.
I do love the stink of victory.
And suddenly everything wants to level up. Sure. Oh, we didn't one hit punch him. Ah, there's still Ginger. Hello there. Yeah, we're almost level 24 already. It's going quite well. Yellow, you must die. And I must level up. That is the nature of nature. Yes. Very internally self-consistent. It's the nature of nature. You die, I level up. So, once we get down, let's have a look at the level up skills. I think everything just needs to get a +1. Enduring Cry, Ancestor Protector, Reckoning, Inferno Blow. Yep. Oh, of course, skill points. More defenses from our equipped shield, so that's going to boost our armor and our block chance because our shield provides both. So I've actually managed to start as a strength and dex or a armor and evasion based character and stay that way. I know in a previous playthrough I rather quickly morphed into a pure armor character. Also, those guys are standing on the edge here. I can't actually hit them while outside the bubble. Rather annoying. Boom. And Herald of Ash. Yes, we want to level that as well. Excellent. Boom. Yes. What's in the box? A random curse. Wahahaha! I can deactivate curses with my mana flask. And a minion life. Punch the ghost. What's my current? 88%. Okay. I guess these are just dodgy people. Or ghosts or whatever. Ghost people. Or were they people. But not anymore. Them's the questions of life. And we made it to the pyramids. I'm so happy I've already done the achievement to clear out all the interior and exterior areas of Act 2. And let me tell you, the pyramid is freaking annoying to full clear. With all those extra levels. Also the caverns, they're also not fun actually. They're large, they're slightly branchy. It's really easy to miss just one devourer or no, just one single room. And you'll end up backtracking a lot. Right, achievement points. We do want all of those. Also, this is a dead end. There's no point in going to dead ends. So if we came from there, then we probably want to move more towards the eastish. Prevent crossing over with the rest of the level. Boom. Okay. This is not quite where I want to go. Let's keep searching. Well, 22 versus 24. We're still slightly ahead of the content. So only just kill the large packs and convenient things. But there's no need to do full clears for experience purposes or for getting currency or items or anything like that, because we're pretty advanced into the league, and I already got enough orbs of alterations. Though I did spend about 40 orbs of alterations just re-rolling this one to get the curse removal. Yeah, it was rare. It was rare. Hey, Piranha's chest with plumage. Here, have it done. Okay, coin. Yay, 3 coins. I feel so rich now. Right. Let's see. I think we are mostly at the end. Yeah, it should be around the corner. I say should, but of course the game doesn't listen. Where the stack is. Why would I not be in my corner? Ooh, devious. It was not diagonally across, it was actually just on the other side. Tricksy. So we charge. So let's kill some things and then have a look at the level up. Shield charge, melee splash, life on it, add a fire, put up a totem, assign skill point. Retaliation, more attack speed, melee fizz, 24% chance extra increased melee physical damage. That's gonna be pretty good. Let's have a look. Totem just fell away, so 1014 becomes 1195. A couple of notes like these early on really boost your damage, and after that of course you get the diminishing returns or the diminishing net returns, because you only increase damage versus your base damage, not the total increased damage. Well, still, because Facebreaker is effectively a 9 times damage multiplier, all the increased damage sources, they also apply 9 times as strong as they normally would under Facebreakers. So definitely worth to keep that in mind. And we found another one. Staircase to this. One more to go. This way. You. And you. So the other day was brainstorming a bit with Dagnesia, I think. Yeah, I think it was with Dagnesia in the comments about a potential build variation of this. So, Facebreaker, Dominating Blow, on a Witch Summoner. So you have your normal zombies and skeletons and specters and all the things that boost minions. But you spec in the tree, in addition to the minions, you also spec into life or energy shield or both. And you actually try to be a tanky melee build on top of a minion monster. Because you have a massive amount of synergy there. Oh, wow. He nearly killed him in the first flight. Oh, nearly 1200 points of damage, of course. Okay. I see your laser beam and I raise my fists. Bye bye. So, playing a build like this, you know, because the witch doesn't really have access to a lot of melee nodes. You have to travel all over the tree for that. But with Facebreaker you don't need it. Because Facebreaker plus rings, plus maybe an amulet or your shield, that is your damage, and it's probably going to be a lot anyway. And you only need to do a little bit, because you already have your skeletons to do damage, of course. You can resummon them as many times as you want. On top of that, once you get a couple corpses, you can raise zombies. And the good thing is, after you dominate the enemies and they die, their corpses just drop again, because they die. So you can reanimate those minions as zombies afterwards anyway. Just don't use the Infernal Blow, of course, because that will explode the corpses you want. I think it's an interesting build concept. And if you go for the Necromancer Ascendancy on the Witch...
To an exile.
Yeah. Okay. If you go for the Necromancer Ascendancy, you have the Mistress of Sacrifice bonus, or Ascendancy Keystone thing that you can pick, which allows you to use your bone offering and the other offerings to also have them applied to yourself. And that's gonna be pretty neat, because especially if you go with bone offering, which increases your block and spell block by between 25 and 35%, from level 1 to 20. So on average, once you're halfway through the game, you're gonna get about 30% extra block chance and spell block chance on top of that. So if you also take the witch spell block nodes, that's 7%, then you have 37, pushing towards 40 something percent spell block and a whole bunch of regular block. And you can get quite some safety out of that. And if you take a lot of energy shield in combination with something like a Zealot's Oath and a fair bit of life regen, you turn that life regen into energy shield regen, and you have a fairly decent energy shield that recharges itself constantly. And let's see, low accuracy, low armor bonus. It's just not worth keeping. Hello there, Marabola. So I probably don't have the time to make that build. So I think once I'm done with this Facebreakers build, we're gonna be in the next season, and I'll probably build something with the new skills that are gonna come out. On the other hand, a new offering was added, of course, so that might be a good excuse to do something with a summoner. But now going with another Facebreaker build after doing another Facebreaker build with this, I'm not quite sure. No, I'd like to have some variety on the channel rather than doing the same all the time. So that's why I'm also doing a different build now instead of rebuilding my Earthquaker, because I think, the Earthquaker already made it to maps. So you've already seen a lot of the content. There's no point in rebuilding a character that you've already seen a lot of. And this is dead end. So, yeah, if someone is, actually going to make a build like that, let me know. Especially if you, if you are recording it or something, really let me know. I'm really curious to see how that build would play. Because otherwise it's probably going to be a long time before I ever actually get around to doing it. Oh wait, we of course don't have to go there. Explode, yes. Put a totem just to deal with the mobs that are very, very close by. It's also dealing 500 DPS now. It's Facebreaker build get ridiculous really quickly, especially this early on. Because you're just dealing amounts of damage you were not meant to deal. At least not yet. Okay, let's spend this, so we grab this. Usually skip these, because we're really constrained on points. So, Cloth and Chain. That's the next target. To boost our armor, our evasion, and the resistances, because we know we lack our weapon, and eventually we might also lack our body armor if you're gonna go with Bringer of Rain. Also, am I two-punching this guy? Yes, two-punching the boss. Thank you. If we're gonna go with Bringer of Rain for our helmet, that means we can't use a body armor. And the trade-off is going to be we get a ridiculous amount of damage from that. So that's why I want to try it, just to see how it works. But it also means we need to get our resistances from somewhere else. Body armor is one of the few slots we have. So So with getting resistances from the skill tree for a build like this is fairly good. Most of the time it's easy enough to get resistances from your gear, so you don't need to spend your skills on that, and instead you spend your skills to boost your damage. Facebreaker turns everything upside down, so you get your defenses from the tree, and you get your and also your resistances, because all the damage comes from gear. Well, of course there's the percentage increase bonuses and stuff, but now, if you look at the damage output, it's already ridiculous, so you don't need to boost it by a lot. Especially not to make it viable, because this is just viable out of the box. Wow, we two-punched a ghost. I like this build. I like this build. Have I mentioned I like this build? And it's not even complete yet. But aha, and we made it to the Crematorium. And I think we got enough time to actually just run it. Ooh, misclick. That was not the plan. So, let's head down. So we got a trial and we have a piety. A level 25 area, I'm level 26, so still slightly ahead of the curve, but I'm catching up to it. Okay, there's someone cursing me, let's fix that. It's really rude to curse people. Oh, cool. Double stormbox. Guarded by a rogue exile, ignites me. Oh, sure, we can deal with that. By an arc route, I think it was just one punch and then he died. Boom, boom. So, I think this build is more powerful than the Earthquaker so far. But it could be that the power level at this stage of the game is completely warped due to Facebreaker. I'm very curious to see how this will stand up in the end game. Properly geared and everything. Where is that last one? Did you run off or something? Yes, he ran off. Just punched him. So, anything good? Nothing good. Okay, well fair. Happens. So if there's lore there, that probably means that there is also where we have to be for the trial. On the other hand, I see staircases, so that means piety. Hello there.
That somber expression doesn't become those fetching features at all. Cheer up and dance with me.
Dance with you.
Enough of this.
Boom! Okay, her health bar is completely empty and then I punched her 4 more times. So far, way more powerful than Earthquake. Earthquake, I think we got her barely down before she ported out. And that's the trial. I see all the fire gratings on the floor already. But we have shield charge, so we can just charge over those. That's okay. Dominating blow, you can actually dominate the summoner sarcophagus thing. Which I thought was pretty hilarious. Oop, standing on the fire, that was not my plan. Here, have totem. Okay. Okay. Oh. Need to cross over this way. Okay, cross over. Ooh, yeah, actually dealt a bit more damage than I was expecting. Go insta-heal potions. Flasks, things. Yes. Okay, so piety down. First trial of Act 3 down as well. And then we chat with Clarissa. Maybe I should take the key. Have a look. Could you have things for sale? So the first wave of curses, vengeance, anger, hatred, haste, vitality, grace, determination. I was looking for determination. That's it. Excellent. We have determination now. Purity of fire, purity of ice. I'm not going for the purities. But if we have determination, that means we have our second aura. So, defensive aura, offensive aura, everything happy. Eventually we might want to drop Herald of Ice and pick up Arctic Armor, maybe. So it's the same amount reserved, but you gain some damage mitigation for it. Alternatively, of course, there's always Blasphemy. Blasphemy is always fun. Reserves 35%, so it's a bit more constrained on the mana. Well, those are issues for another day. The Greiger. Moa still has something for us. Ah, of course. Oh, actually, there was no determination here, so that's okay. I don't think I have a Grace yet. So I haven't found one. Just lucky draw. Well, I think that's it for this episode. We made very good progress all the way from Act 2, Northern Forest, defeated Vaal Oversoul, cleared the complete Crematorium. We have made an excellent start in Act 3. So, hope you'll join me again next time as we charge onwards. Bye bye.